Hey guys, so it is Tuesday and it is just after 1 o'clock local time, and I've just had my lunch. So I'm sitting here in Bolero because it's a little bit cool out, about 18-19 degrees, overcast, bit of a breeze, which I think makes it a bit colder, and a little bit of rain every now and again, a smattering of rain, nothing much, but every now and again a little bit of mist. So I did some shopping on the way back, and I got myself some burgers, homemade burgers down there in the local store, and I had two of those. I'm not sure what was in them, to be honest with you. Not even sure they were meat. But anyway, I had them in a big salad and it was delicious. So today's walk was sort of interesting. I didn't head off till about 9 o'clock. Sunrise here at the moment is 8:40, but I think I'm not on the sun side of the hill, if you wish. I'm on the west side of the hill, so the sun was slow coming up, and it's very forested here, and it was overcast. It was quite dark up until near enough 9 o'clock when I headed off. I did an interesting walk. It was a walk that sort of overlapped a little bit with a walk I'd done already. So I just realised on the way back, I recognise this path. I was coming back in the opposite direction to a bit I'd done before. But it was a hilly walk. It was a short walk, about 13 and a half kilometres, and I did it in about 2 hours 45 minutes. And a lot of climbing up and a lot of climbing down. But really nice. And you see here, I'll just give you a shot here, you can see the old stone cobblestones or paved pathways. These are really old roads, ancient roads, and back in the day, before the roads of today, these were the roads, and of course all transportation was by mule, but all cobbled. It's really quite amazing. And again, lots of chestnut trees. I don't know what's going on with these chestnut trees. They obviously manage them. As I said, yes, in the last video, they harrow all around them. All of the land's harrowed, so the trees are standing there. You can see where they've cut back the trees, where they cut them right back. You get these huge big trees, maybe, I don't know, a diameter of 1.5, 2 metre diameter. But the tree's only 10, 12 feet high, and then all the branches coming off it, as though they cut them back on a regular basis right back, and they grow again and keep cutting it back. So the trunk gets bigger and bigger, but they keep cutting back the branches. I don't know, that's what it seems like. And they're full of chestnuts, and the chestnuts are all over the ground, millions of them. These are the chestnuts you eat now. They're not the horse chestnuts we have at home, the chestnuts that you eat, and they're just everywhere. And you're walking on the paths and there are millions of them. I mean, if you're into foraging, I wouldn't know how to cook them. I would think about foraging some on the way back, but I wouldn't know how to cook them. But yeah, so lots and lots of that. I went up to a sort of a shrine. The big into the Madonna here, so the Virgin Mary is everywhere. I mean, absolutely everywhere. Shrines and so on. It sort of reminds me of Mayo up around Knock. But there's one shrine, you can see it here, and this was really, really a lovely shrine, really, really interesting, and beautiful views. And I suppose that was another great thing about today's walk, some really lovely, spectacular views. So that's sort of it. On the way back, I have to admit I was a bit tired. The last climb, the last hill was tough going. You can see here the walk. You can see here on the map the up, down, and up again. It was even though it said only like under 500 meters of climb. If maybe it was just so steep, it was like really like that. And going down the descent was the same. Very rocky. A lot of loose stone, big stones the size of your fist, all loose. So you had to be very careful. I used the poles the whole way, on the way out and the way back. The only bit about the walk I didn't really like was once I got down to the little village and picked up the trailhead, the first couple of kilometres on it were along the side of the road. I mean, there was no traffic, but nonetheless not very attractive. But once you got into the forest, it was absolutely beautiful. And I met a few nice dogs, and here's one of them. Hello. Hello. Hello, beauty. Hello. You are a big doggy. You are a big doggy. Look at the size of you. Absolutely wonderful creature. He was big. I had chatted. The woman who owned him came out of the house when she heard me chatting to him in English. And she was Spanish, but she spoke English. So we did a little natter for a few minutes and gave the dog a rub and all that kind of stuff. Lovely animals. One of the things I've noticed though here is I see sheep in the forest, I see pigs in the forest, and I see these dogs. People have dogs, but I don't see any wildlife. I haven't seen a single bird here, not one. Incredible that I've seen. Not a single bird have I seen, except the rooster and the chickens. I've seen no wildlife. I've seen droppings, so you can see spoor droppings in different places. So clearly they're animals, but nothing to be seen. I was sure I'd see stuff up here because there's nobody around. But no, nothing up here, and not a single bird, which is the most amazing thing. So different from home, where we've birds everywhere. Maybe it's just this forested area, maybe the kind of trees here. I don't know, but no wildlife. So I was texting the guys in Seville about the van. They have ordered the solar panel and the pump. But it's going to cost me €435. And that's after me negotiating them down for €485. Expensive little blow away, wasn't it? In losing one of my solar panels, just blowing away on the motorway. I'll make sure this one is well stuck down. I think I'll scrape the paint, give the paint a good scraping up top, off the pop top roof. The black paint on it, get it back to the white, the actual surface. Make sure it's glued to that, and I'll seal up the other two as well. Make sure they're sealed up. There's no water going to get in or air going to get in that might cause them to come loose. And what can you do? What can you do? Maybe screw them down as well. I'll see when I get down to the guys. And they're all in the water pump as well. So an expensive little thing. I mean, to put it in perspective, I'm spending about 30 quid a day. So that's 15 days, 2 weeks for me. But there you go. So that's sort of it. All is good. I'm going to leave here tomorrow morning. I'm going to stay here now for the afternoon and chill and read my book. And I'm going to leave tomorrow morning, and I'm going to head down south, further south, down towards Seville, try and find somewhere nice, above or below Seville, doesn't really matter. The temperatures are much better down there. It's in the mid-20s, and that's really what I want. I want 22 to 3 to 45, somewhere in there. I don't want 30, but I don't really want 15, 16, and a breeze and mist either. Hey guys, so here's the plan. It is Tuesday afternoon. I'm going to spend Tuesday night here, and then tomorrow morning I'm going to drive down to Huelva. You see it here, Huelva, on the bottom corner of the shot. And there's a couple of nice walks there through seafront sand dunes and sort of plantations along the seafront. So I'll go down there and get a bit of sun, get a couple of nice walks in, I hope. And there's no facilities down there, so I'll be using just my off-grid stuff. But that's okay, that should be fine. And I will then on Friday morning early, I will drive over to Seville. It's about an hour and a half drive over to there. I'll drive over there and get the repairs done on the van. And then I will drive south. You see the two areas highlighted in green. They're the two mountain ranges. I'll drive to the first one of those and find a place to stay over there and do a bit of walking there. So I've done 4 trails now in this area. I'll do 1 or 2 down in Huelva, and then up to Seville, and then down to the mountains, and hopefully do a few more down there. So that's the update. That's the plan.